Hello everyone. I had the idea that I was going to take you all for a walk with me today, but as you can see, the weather here in the UK is pretty abysmal. Well, it could be worse, I guess, but it's not the kind of weather that is encouraging to go outside and take a walk. It's kind of cold and very grey, fairly typical for this time of year, but yeah, so anyway, this is the park. I'm just going to wipe the windows. Yeah, as you can see, I've taken refuge in my car, and my car has become my temporary recording studio as I'm trying to keep myself to myself. Hello, crows. This is the park where my ex and I used to take our lovely doggie Rudy for his walk every day. Rudy's was affectionately known as the Dude, and yeah, he was very special. He was a rescue dog, and we got him from the Wood Green Animal Hostel Trust. Not sure if this is the same Wood Green as the one that's on the TV now. When we went, it was a big house that was covered in dog hair everywhere, with sofas that the dogs used to sit on, and literally you could barely see the surface for dog hair, so it didn't encourage you to sit down really, but the dogs were amazing. And we chose Rudy because he was unusual. He was a cross Doberman Alsatian. Oh, it's a bit noisy. I wish I'd closed the window now. Anyway, I'll carry on. Yeah, he was a cross Doberman Alsatian pup. He was about 6 months old, and he had mange, but what endeared him to us really was the intelligence in his eyes and the fact that he had black and tan markings. And bless him, he was sort of very scraggy when we got him. He was a gypsy dog. He was abandoned as a pup and taken in by the Wood Green Animal Hostel Trust. And when we chose him, something quite remarkable happened, because once we'd made the decision and done all the paperwork and everything like that, the ladies who ran the Wood Green Centre said, oh, well, we'll just let him say goodbye to all the other dogs. And we thought, well, really? Well, okay, if you say so. So they let all the dogs that were currently living in the place into the room where Rudy was. And this is what he did. He went to each dog in turn and touched them on the nose with his nose, and he said goodbye. And he really was the most amazing dog. He was very, very bright, very spiritual, if you know what I mean. If you know dogs, you know what I mean, actually, because Rudy was very soulful. In fact, he was so emotional, really, that we used to nickname him the Humog, because he was more human than dog. And as he grew older, one ear stood up and the other one didn't, so he had one ear up and one ear down. I'm not sure if I feel like putting up his photo. It's kind of part of something private, really, I guess. So I may do, I may not, I'm not sure yet. But this was his park, and he would get so excited coming here. And it's such a shame it's so wet, because I wanted to revisit it right now, especially because we're all under the cosh of this blasted epidemic, or so we're told anyway. So yeah, I'm isolating myself just to avoid spreading any germs or getting any germs, and I don't like it one bit. But, perhaps it needs to be done. Perhaps there are other reasons, I think, why we need to do this. And I think there's a whole healing that is taking place on the planet right now. Pollution is dropping. In fact, I heard, I think it was this morning or last night, that carbon dioxide emissions have dropped to the levels that they were at 50 years ago. If that's true, that's absolutely incredible. Yeah, you can hear other cars going on. Annoyingly, I'm in the car park because I can't get any closer. I would actually love to be amongst the trees, but I'm not going to get wet, so here I am. Yeah, so I think that what's happening is a really big split between materially minded people and spiritually minded people. And the materially minded people are the ones that are going and stealing from other people's shopping carts and fighting over toilet rolls.
Hello.
Yes, hello. He's not saying hello to me actually, but I thought I'd say hello just in case he was. Yeah, the ones that are fighting over toilet rolls and hand sanitizer. It's just, I mean, that, I don't understand, what's happened to caring and sharing. But then an awful lot of people are doing exactly that too. I see that people are setting up groups to look out for the elderly, to look out for people who are self-isolating, who are feeling lonely and needy or can't get to the shops, don't have the means, whatever, which is fantastic. And it really does feel to me as if the world is splitting into two, and perhaps that is the case, who knows. And apparently in Venice the waters have started to run clear and the fishes have returned to the canals, which is amazing in itself. And in China, because everything's shut down, the skies are now blue instead of polluted. So I think there have to be good things in this. We have to dig deep, look inside, look out for our neighbours, and stay positive, because fear reduces your immunity like nothing else, and we need to stay strong. So be strong. And I think meditation is really important. I'm going to try to set up some means of doing some live gong sessions, but online. I don't know quite how I'm going to do it yet, but that's my intention. And meanwhile, I'm going to set up some guided meditation sessions as well, so look out for those. I'd planned to do one today amongst the trees, but, well, hey, you can see. I'm going to wipe the window again. You can see what it looks like. Yeah, it's not very conducive, unless I can find a really big tree. If I can and it's not too cold, I will do one in a minute. If not, look out for an audio. I'm going to upload an audio shortly. Take care, everybody. Stay well. Be nice to your neighbours. Be nice to yourself. And yeah, let's see what positive changes manifest as a result of this intense worldwide crisis. I certainly think, I'm sure you'll feel the same, that the world has suddenly become very much smaller. So, love to everybody, and encouragement to anyone who needs it, myself included, because, I'm not unique. And yeah, watch out for the next installment. Okay, goodbye.